Shalom.
Another week down here to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America, man. Got the good. Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Brother Great Millstone Charlemagne coming through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah. Before we get started, I want to say, Call Hola Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to our apostles, elders, Great Millstone, rule well. Peace and salutations to all the Akim pushing this truth without righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, man, another week to prophesy the downfall of America. If you got the eyes to see and the ears to hear, you can clearly see that the society is on its way out, man. Right. If you can see that with the times that we're living in, we can see that America's finished, man. We've seen a transition of power taking place through the Spirit of the Lord, man. The Lord is waking up the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, which are the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Right. If you didn't know it, now you know, man. The so-called pastor's been lying to you the whole time. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are the true biblical Israelites according to the Bible, man. Right. We're living in Bible prophecy, man. We're living in a transition of power, man. A lot of things around the world is taking place. Why? For these people's sake. Why is World War III taking place? Why? Because, hey, the controversy of Zion, man. Because the Most High is about to do what? He's about to turn this place upside down. You people think America's about to still go on. You out your damn mind, man. The Most High is not dealing with America, man. So, hey, grab me that real quick and preach wherever you got to pick it out, bro.
Isaiah 34:8, it says, For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion.
He said it's the days of the Lord's vengeance and the controversy of Zion, man. This is why you're seeing a lot of things taking place around the world. This is why you're seeing a lot of mandates. This is why you're seeing a lot of draconian laws. This is why you're seeing a convoy take place over in Canada, which is going to cause what? A famine of food. You so-called Babylonians, you Americans, you so proud, you can't see that a famine is actually taking place right in your face, man. Because the Lord's not dealing with you. You sitting walking around trying to celebrate a wicked-ass holiday called Valentine's Day. Which the Lord is totally against that, man. That's right. So you don't have the eyes to see and the ears to hear what times you living in, man. Right. Give me that, man. The parable of the fig tree real quick.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh.
Keep going.
So likewise ye, when ye shall hear all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors.
It is near and it's even at the door, man. Jacob's trouble is at the door. One false move, one false flag is going to cripple this economy, man. Right. All it's going to take is one false flag to cripple this economy. What you think the Crown War was about, man? What you think that so-called that variant was about when it shut the whole society down, man? That's what they're going to do again, man. But you so-called Babylonians, you Americans, you so proud you can't understand the times and seasons you living in. Right. You think over there in Russia, they're over there celebrating Valentine's Day? You think they're over there celebrating Valentine's Day in Ukraine and the EU right now? No, because war tensions is escalating. Right. They know war is at hand. But you Americans, man, you don't understand the times and seasons that you're living in, man. That's why it's what? The parable of the fig tree. You don't understand the signs, man. Can you grab Matthew 16 and 4, and we'll jump back to that real quick.
Matthew 16 and 4. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign.
And that's the generation we're in right now. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. You so-called Americans, man. Especially you tribes, you Negro, Latino, Native Americans that's taking on the philosophies of this wicked-ass society. You can't really see that the times you're living in, man. The one you in and call God and Jesus is about to visit this place, man. Right. He's already visited this place. But you people, you can't see that, man. Keep going.
And there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas.
It says there's no sign to be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. This is what you see now. We come in that same light as the prophet Jonas, man. We're on the highways and hedges to tell you that the Lord is about to destroy this place. Right. That the Lord is visiting this place, man. Right. But y'all can't see that, man, because you're so proud, man. Oh, that's Jeremiah 28. Jeremiah 28.
Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
And it says the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And it's speaking now, man. The vision is yet for a point in time. It was a point in time that the Negro, Latino, Native American God chosen people. When we was the chosen people, right in front of everybody's face, man. We were the hidden ones, as the scripture say, man. But the Lord said the vision was yet for a point in time. Keep reading.
It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
It said at the end it shall speak and not lie. Everything that the men of the Lord has been speaking about is taking place, man. It's manifesting before your eyes, man. We're seeing World War III about to pop up. We're seeing the Karagma, Revelation 13 and 16. Hey, the brother got the sign? Revelation 13 and 16 is about to pop off, man. Hey, but you people can't see that, man. It's about to be what? They're about to collapse the society, collapse the dollar and go to a digital currency. But you people can't see that, man. That's because the Lord is not dealing with you. He didn't give you the eyes to see and the ears to hear to understand the times and the season that you're living in. Keep going.
Though it tarry, wait for it.
It was tearing for a while, man. It was tearing. It felt like the prophecies was not coming fast enough. But hey, it's popping off, man. Things are moving through the spirit, man. We seeing this man Esau Edom, so-called white man. He's going down. He's through. And he know he's through, man. Now it's a high time for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to wake up and sleep, man. Because you ain't woke. You got Jake walking around talking about, oh, you woke. You woke. You ain't woke, man. If you don't know you're a Negro, if you don't know if you're a part of the 12 tribes of Israel, you ain't woke, man. You don't know what's going on, man. Keep going.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
He said it will surely come, and it's coming, man. The one you even call Jesus, a so-called black man, he's on his way, man. Why? Because we have the signs and the seasons that we're living in, man. We can clearly see that the Lord is about to send forth his beloved son, Yahweh Shah, the one you even call Jesus, to visit this world called what? Babylon the Great, man. He's on his way, man. You got more on that? Bring that.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. We'll start at the top, verse 1. He answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people
And
in
you
the
see
world.
that around the world, man. You see uproars of the people around the world. Massive protests around the world, man. Why? Because these different mandates, man. These draconian laws. You people don't pay attention to the news. What you think going on in Australia, man? What you think taking place? Draconian laws, man. Different uproars of the people. Keep going.
Even up north.
Yep.
You got on the Canadian border, you got those truckers that are protesting and refusing to go ahead and pick up the loads to continue the fruition of the markets, the economy, man.
Yep.
Okay? That's an uproar of the people.
2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Even from the beginning, man. Because the Lord prophesied the downfall of Babylon the Great, man. Hey, grab Isaiah 46 and 10 real quick. Bring that Jeremiah, hold that, bring Jeremiah 28 and 8 out real quick.
This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
What you think Jeremiah was talking about when he was on the scene? What was the prophet Isaiah speaking about? What was the prophet Habakkuk speaking about? He was speaking about war. He was speaking about pestilence. He was speaking about uproars of the people, man. He wasn't talking about peace. What is you talking about? What's your pastor telling you in the church, man? Ain't no peace coming to America, man.
Right.
America is finished. It's on its way out, man. You Negroes need to wake up, man. Keep going.
Verse 9. The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh hath truly sent him.
Then you shall surely know that the Most High has truly sent us, man. You want to know why? Because everything about the men of the Lord is speaking about is taking place, man. World War III is taking place over there in Russia right now. That's found in the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter.
That's right.
But y'all don't read the Bible, man. Y'all don't pay attention to the signs of the season that you're living in, man. Hey, you got that for me?
It's Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else I am the Most High, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning.
Declaring the end from the beginning, man. We're living in a transition of power. Somebody grab me Sirach, the 10th chapter. We're living in a transition of power. The downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man society, man. The biblical Edomites, the biblical Romans, man. We took, they fell when Rome fell. This is the same thing taking place. That's why the scriptures say the thing that's written before time is written for our learning. The so-called white man is on his
not yet done. Saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
So this is the will of the Lord to destroy Babylon the Great, which is called America. He said, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. It's a pleasure for the Lord to destroy this place, man. Because America's wicked, man. The sins of America have reached into the heavens, man. God of the Bible ain't dealing with America. The so-called dollar bill, the so-called president lied to you. The God of the Bible has never been with America. He's only been with the children of Israel, man. Thus says the scriptures. You got that for me?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 14. The Lord has cast down the thrones of the proud princes and set up the meek in their stead.
Now, start up book. Start at verse, start at 1.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
And that's what you're seeing, man. That's how you can tell the so-called white man ain't a wise judge. Right. He said a wise judge will instruct his people. He wouldn't be letting all these perverse spirits mingle in Babylon the Great, man, with the alphabet gang and stuff like that. The Lord ain't dealing with that, man. Showing that the so-called white man is a fool, as the scriptures say when you go in the book of Job, the 30th chapter, man. He said they are children of fools, man. Only the children of fools will let this society go the way it's going. Homelessness, famine of food, pestilence, the Mo agenda, all this wickedness, man. These are children of fools, man. Keep going.
Hey, the scriptures say that even says a wise judge. It says that the scriptures tell us that evil men understand not judgment. That's right. The scriptures also tell you in the book of Psalms that God is not in all is not in their heart. That's right. God is not in all of their thoughts. Speaking of Esau, the man of sin, he's known as the violent man of the earth, the man of sin, the son of perdition. So he is everything that's contrary to righteousness.
I want to add to that point too, because going back to mentioning about a wise judge will be, judging, ruling his kingdom off of the scriptures, man. And that shows that this man ain't a fit ruler, because a wise king will be operating off the laws of God, man. The scripture tell you, like Sakar just quoted, man, that God is not at all in his heart, man. It tells you in Job 21. He tells the Lord, get away from get away from him, man. What use are they to me? It shows you he's an idiot. The book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of his people, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man rule of the city is.
And that's why you're seeing where America's going, man. This place is cool, man. You got women ruling over men. You got children ruling over their parents, man. You can call the cops on anytime they want, man. This society's through, man. It's right, like DSS, what is it, DSS, yeah, man. This society's through, man. Keep going.
Such are all they that dwell therein.
Such as all they that dwell therein, man. That's why everybody is compliant to the ways of America. Because that do what thou want spirit, man. That Aleister Crowley spirit, which he was worshiping who? Satan, man. Which the so-called rappers are all sold out. They worship the spiritual demon Satan. But the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, they don't want to goddamn take heed to that, man. They're telling they proud, man. And that's why they're going to die here in Babylon the Great, which is America, man. Keep going.
Verse 3, Sirach chapter 10, verse 3. And an unwise king destroyeth his people.
It says the unwise king destroyeth his people, man. Somebody grab Proverbs 29:2. Read that again.
Sirach chapter 10, verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people.
This is why you can tell the so-called white man is a position of rulership. What kind of a people was set up on Planned Parenthood so people can freely you know, get rid of their kids, man. That's showing the mindset of the rulers, man. You set up a Planned Parenthood so that you just, you know, do what thou wilt spirit. Just do what you want. You don't have to take accountability, man.
That's right. And then they put it always in the neighborhoods of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and
It's by design, man.
I mean, it's not about coincidence.
That's right. Yeah.
Because you had the owner of Planned Parenthood, which is Martin Sanders, that called so-called blacks, the plague men, like they're weeds.
Yep.
So he said, well, the whole point of the eugenics program was to kill off the so-called blacks in the population.
Yep. That was a whole. That's why they set it up, man. This is why you see them set it up the plan. You can get a plan B and all that things like that, man. It's why. It's because these people on this sign, man. They want to exterminate the Negro, Latin, Native Americans and tribes of Israel. That's right. Going back to what they just took place in the book of Psalms, 83rd chapter. They don't want us to know nothing about Israel anymore, man. This is why Jake's calling himself an African American, a Latino, a Mexican. That's not biblical, man. You have biblical nationalities that's inside the Bible, man. Keep going.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
See, the Lord is controlling all things, man. This is the power of the read it again.
Sirach chapter 10, verse 4, the power of the Lord is in the hand of, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. And in due time, he will set over it one that is popular.
And this is what you're saying, man. He said in due time he will set up one that is profitable, man. Showing that the Lord is doing what? He's setting up the Negro, Latin, Native Americans to be in a position of rulership, man. And it starts with what? The true judges of the earth, man. That's right. The elect of the nation of Israel, man. Right? Can you grab Isaiah 1:26? Walk the shot.
This is Proverbs chapter 29. I'll read to you. Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Showing you that the righteous is not in a position of rulership, man. You can walk through. It said when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, man. Showing that we about to clearly see who's in a position of rulership, man. Keep going.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Why you think they got homeless skid rows in California? You got Tent City down in Charlotte, Tent City in every major city, man. Showing that the wicked are in position of rulership, man. And everybody's mourning, man. Everybody's living paycheck to paycheck. Don't nobody know when their next income is coming, man. Showing that the wicked are in a position of rulership, man. And this is due to the will of the Lord. The Lord is letting this go on, man. Because at the end of the day, he's doing what? He's lining Esau up for that utter destruction, man.
That's right.
This is Proverbs 29, jump down to verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases.
It said when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases, man. This is why you're seeing this wicked ass perverse spirit take place in America, man. This is why you're seeing Jake out here goddamn buying flowers and cards for a wicked ass holiday, not knowing the true origins of this holiday, man. This is why you see that, man. You still have that, you still have that article?
Yeah, yes, okay. But the righteous shall see their fall.
But the righteous shall see their fall, and this is what you're seeing, man. The righteous, Lord willing, with those men, the 144,000, we're seeing the fall of our enemies, man. That's right. We're seeing a transition of power. We're seeing Esau, Edom, so-called white man, he's done. This place, America, is finished, man. Ain't no healing this place. The Lord is not dealing with America, man. So we're seeing this man being taken out of power, man. He's been plucked up. You had that book?
This is the pagan origins of Valentine's Day. The origin of Valentine's Day has a few very gory tales associated with it. Many believe that fixing February 14th as a date for St. Valentine's feast day was an attempt to Christianize the pagan fertility festival of Lupercalia, dedicated to the Roman god of agriculture, Faunus, and the founders of Rome, Romulus and Remus.
Showing that this goes back to a wicked ass idol worship.
Also to add to that, that goes back to the St. Valentine's Day massacre, man. The point of Valentine's Day was a big ass massacre scene, man. You know? So you celebrating this shit thinking it's about love. No, they was killing people celebrating that shit back then.
That's right. You got Jake out here spending hundreds of dollars
on this funky ass box that you done already had, and also another man done already had. You see that, man? That's what happens when Jake don't do research.
That's no simple. That's no simple. You're right.
Huh.
And another man. That's just his term, right? That's right. It's another one. In Italy, they got something called Fragola Fest. I used to live in Italy, and it's like for strawberry. It goes into Strawberry Fest, and it's basically like a sex fest. They take strawberries and throw them at each other and all this, but really it's like a sex fest, which got ties to Valentine.
Oh yeah, I guess I see that here.
So it's all of it's tied together, showing you it's just some weirdo freak off, stuff from orgy, which is doing nothing but pushing forward.
Right. Because again, I mentioned yesterday, man, that shit goes back to the all worship, man.
Yeah.
And they do them orgies and shit. That's how them damn worshipers back then, that worship Baal, that's what they used to do, man. Do them orgies. That's how they get praise from Baal.
That's right. That's why scriptures say worship not after the way of the heathen, man. And that's how people doing that, man. Worshiping after the way of the heathen. Out here celebrating Valentine's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of this.
And Jake think he got it, man.
That's right.
Jake don't know what's going on. Walk around shaking your head with a high top fade, man. Don't know what the hell going on, man. With some skinny jeans. The Lord gonna nuke you niggas, man. That's right. You gonna be filled for the fire, man. That's right. Thus says the scriptures, man. That's right.
You got more on that.
pretty
Before
cool,
you put a little bit more, you get one scripture. It's going into that what brother brought out. Could you in Jeremiah 10th chapter, what you said, bro, where it says, "Thou not near the heathen." Yep. That's a good scripture. You can go ahead and go back. I just want to bring that real quick.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord spake unto you, O house of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You're the Israelites. Verse 2, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Do it say follow the heathen?
It says, learn not the way of the heathen.
Do it say celebrate Christmas?
It says, learn not the way of the heathen.
So all these holidays that was passed down from your Grammy, your mama, or your papa, that's heathen customs.
That's
man.
right.
That has nothing to do with your biblical customs, your high holy days. That's right. So let's read that again, man. Our people on this side, these Negro, Latino, Native Americans, they don't never hold themselves accountable. That's right. At all, man. So let's read that again,
It's the
man.
book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
So you shouldn't be falling under these customs, man, because it has nothing to do with us, man. Keep going.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
So you shouldn't be dismayed at the signs of heaven when you're seeing different signs of the sky, as far as blood moves, as far as the stars, as far as chariots. You shouldn't be acting like these damn heathen bugging out. That's right. Keep going.
For the heathen are dismayed.
For the heathen are dismayed in them. They don't understand this book because the book wasn't written for them, man.
That's right.
This book was only written for the nation of Israel, man. You Negro, Latino, Native Americans. It wasn't written for none else, man.
That's right.
You have more on that?
More, just a little bit more. So it goes on to make mention to celebrate Lupercalia, which is modern day Valentine's Day, during February 13th to the 15th, which we see happening right now. The members of the order of Roman priests called Luperci assembled a sacred cave where Romulus and Remus were supposed to have been taken care of by the she-wolf. The priest would then sacrifice a dog for purification and a goat for fertility.
So that's going back to what Valentine's Day, right? That's fertility, right? So these are the customs that they was doing, just lining up with this so-called holiday that you people walk around celebrating, man. Keep going.
You gotta ask yourself that. What the fuck does Valentine's Day got to do with God anyway?
Right.
You know, simple questions like that, you should be asking yourself. Like, why am I celebrating? You know?
See, the scriptures say our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You know, our people are sought as children. They know nothing. That's why they do stuff like that.
So, you go into the etymology of a holiday, it really goes back into being a high holy day, which the only high holy days are found in the Bible.
That's right.
So it's not a high holy day. It's not an actual day that's supposed to be set aside to the Most High.
That's right. And the high holidays is only meant for the Israelites.
That's right.
That's right.
Come on, man. You got a little more?
Yeah, a little bit more. The goat hide would then be cut into strips, sipped into sacrificial blood, and taken to the streets to slap women in crop fields to improve their fertility. What? Do the men? Okay, and then it goes on to say, the men were half naked and running through the streets, and the women would welcome this act as per the beliefs of the time and actually lined up for the same.
Bring that back out, man. Bring that back. Bring that Jeremiah 10 back out, man. Bring. You got it. Bring it back.
So, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Does it say choose all of his ways?
Choose none of his ways.
Choose a little bit of his ways?
Choose none
Choose
of his
none
ways.
of his ways, man. Choose none of his ways. You know, but you got Jake out here being so simple, man. They want to be like their oppressor still. You know, and that's that slave-like mentality, man. You know, want to do everything after the way of the damn devil. Speak that again, Bob.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
That's right. So don't try to be like your oppressor, man.
And choose none of his ways.
Choose none of his ways. So when you out here, just like how the brother Untitled Chapter, how he was bringing out people, sacrificing dogs and all of that, man. That's what you doing, man.
See, the difference between, you know, back then and now, because America has dumbed down a lot of these practices to where they think, well, I'm not sacrificing children, I'm not, you know, sacrificing animals. But look, you're sacrificing spiritually, man. That's right. So when the scriptures tell you, envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways, you shouldn't be emulating anything that these heathen do. That's right. Like Thomas Mark said, man, that's not our culture, man. That's right. So you have to take a step back and think about, why do we do these things here in America? Yes, we know we're in oppression and we learn certain things through slavery and whatever. But when you became aware of what's going on, it's supposed to, you know, separate yourself from that. Right? You know, but they did a little Juneteenth holiday, you know, 4th of July, Christmas, and whatever. You know, and think that, you know, hey, well, America has finally accepted us, man. You know, but you niggas are still in slavery, man. That's right.
Bring it up.
This is Jeremiah 2:14. Is Israel's servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
Nah, is Israel servant? Is he a homeborn slave? That's the question you need to ask yourself, man. Because you can clearly see that these people on the sign, yes, man, you're a servant, you're a homeborn slave, man. Because you do what? You do everything your oppressor tell you to do. The brother just read, envy not the oppressor, choose none of his ways. But Jake, they do everything Esau Edom tell him to do. Like the brother Amawan just said, he give you a damn holiday, you go hard for Juneteenth. And ain't what is that, man? That's a slap in the damn face, man. All the atrocities that this man has done to our people, and he give you a barely a damn holiday with February, the least of the less, the shortest month of the year, and then he get, oh, we gave Juneteenth, nigga. Oh yeah, forgot, oh yeah, we gave George Floyd statue, damn, what else you want? God damn. That's showing you the mindset of our people, man. They want to be accepted so damn bad, man.
And I want to add to that point too, because here it is, y'all get all of your own in February, on this so-called Black History Month. Why don't y'all never research and talk about the things that we've done before slavery, man? Yep. You know, the accomplishments that we had, you know, with the Moors and you know, other parts of history, man. You know, that shows you, man. Hey, Jake, is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled, man? Yep. Because you are so entrapped in your captivity, you love your oppressor so much that whatever he gives you, you gladly take and don't say nothing, man.
Yep.
Jeremiah 2:14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? The young lions roared upon him. Jeremiah 2:14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
The reason why you spoiled, and the reason why the Lord let Esau put his foot up your ass, because you scared to keep following the ways of these heathen, man. The brother just said, man, follow not the ways of the heathen and choose none of his ways. That's why you spoiled, man. That's why you keep getting your ass kicked in the streets. That's why you see niggas like George Floyd get choked out. And guess what? We don't need to cry for you, man. So we understand that the Lord is the reason why your ass get judged like that, man. That's right. Brother grab Jeremiah 11:11, man.
That's like going into how you said that, you know, we're having this happen to us because we sin. This is Baruch 4:6. Yep. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto your enemies. So we pissed Yahweh Shah off by disobeying his commandments and going into the ways of the heathen. Therefore the Lord said, you want to be like them niggas, then you're going to serve them niggas. That's right? And this is why, hey,
every captivity that we've been in, we got fucked up in. But this one here in America is the worst because Esau, have put his foot on our neck and continue to mash down, man. That's right. You look at the state of our people now. This is the result of continually being downtrodden by these devils. Right?
Hey, one of the worst parts too, to add to the brother priest I'm of this captivity is that this is the captivity with the true backbreaker when Jake lost all of the knowledge of who they were. Before our people knew and had understanding of who they were, right? But this was the captivity that took away all understanding from the Negroes, Latinos, and Americans.
It says, for you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. And you're still doing this to this day. That's right. Like I said, you celebrate these holidays, you celebrate, you pretty much partaking, in feminism, partaking in all the customs that America over here puts. Like I said, the homo agenda, everything else, black culture. You're sacrificing unto devils, man. You're not giving the Most High, his due benevolence, man. All right, or due worship. It says, you have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and you have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Right, the people have totally put your Yahweh Shem Yahushai out of your thoughts, man. Right. Like I said, we live in a godless society now, man.
That's right. Back in the brother Jeremiah 17:4, and thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
And the Negro, Latino, Native Americans have truly discontinued from their heritage, man. Our heritage lies in this book. All the history of the Negro, Latino, Native Americans is within the Bible. And the so-called white man knows that. This is why in slavery, he killed you if you read the Bible. Because you will start learning yourself. This is where you had slave revolts. Things like Nat Turner taking place. It was plenty of Nat Turners taking place, man. Because Jake was getting to know who he truly was, man. Keep going.
Nat Turner is the perfect example of what happened when Nat Turner was reading the scriptures and he actually understood, this is us. Everything that I'm seeing, he probably saw Deuteronomy 28 and said, well, shit. Who else?
Who else does it fit? It doesn't fit the small hat people over in the land. It fit us, man. Down to the T, down to the curses, down to the ships, down to the rebellious women, down to the rebellious men and children. Everything lining up with the curses fit the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. Till the T, man.
Understanding of what Nat Turner found out, why he did what he did, you understand why Esau was so hard, and did what he did in Nat Turner. That's right.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
And we, the land that thou knowest not, over here in America, man. We knew nothing about this land. Only ones who knew about this land was the Northern Kingdom, man. But then he shipped them off into another land as well, man. To fulfill a Bible prophecy, man. You got more on that?
It says, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Ye shall kindle a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And that ever mean a period of time, man. We're at that time when the Lord is lifting up these curses, man. He's bringing us back to who we truly are, man. Hey, we're coming back to know who we are, man. The seals have been lifted through the scriptures, man. When you read Revelation, the 5th chapter, man. But hey, 2/3 of our people, they don't care about that, man. They love being compliant. They love being complacent here in America because they can do what they want. They can smoke all their little weed. They can smoke the cigarettes. They can pop another man's woman. They can do all these wicked and adulterous acts in America and don't have to hold themselves accountable. This is why, like we said, when a nigga get took down in the streets, when a nigga gets shot, when Tyrone and Poo-Poo get gunned down, we ain't crying for you niggas, man. We rejoice in that day, man. Because we understand now he's back to his righteous mind state in the heavens, man. Because down here, he was a nigga, and that nigga had to go, man. You got that for me?
Jeremiah chapter 11, verse 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
He said, I will bring evil upon them, which they should not be able to escape, man. If you ain't clearly read the history and atrocities that this devil has been doing to our people, you don't understand the times and seasons that you've been living in, man.
That's right.
You got a lot of things this devil been doing to our people. Devil punch bowl, all these different types of agendas. They've been setting up like Wall Street, all these things, man. But our people, they don't consider. This is why we said, when shit hit the fan, we're not gonna cry for you, Jake, because you don't hold yourself accountable. Keep going.
And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
He said, though they should cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them, man. When Jake started really catching the hell out here, when you ain't got no money or no food to feed your family, we're not going to cry for you, man. We're going to rejoice in that day. Why? Because like you read in the book of John 15 and 22, it said, if I have not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. Now you have no cloak for your sin, man. Right. So now you know you're an Israelite and you still out here smoking blunts, smoking weed, chilling, bullshitting around, thinking everything's good. When the shit hit the fan, hey, the Most High is going to do what? He's going to bring all these different types of evil and plagues unto you, man. That's why you don't hold yourself accountable, man. Read down to verse 14.
Jeremiah 11, verse 12. Then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense.
And that's all these false gods you cry to, man. Go cry to Allah. Go cry to white Jesus. Go cry to Virgin Mary. All these false idols that has nothing to do with the Bible. Go cry to them, man. Go burn your incense to them. Because when Jacob's trouble hit, that's who you're going to have to call unto. Because the Most High ain't going to be dealing with you in that day, man. Right, keep going.
But they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble. For according to the number of thy cities, where thy gods, O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem, have I set up altars, that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense to Baal.
And that's what Jake do, man. Jake set up all these different type of platforms to worship these other gods, man. This is why you got niggas like Farrakhan out here talking about some damn Allah. You got all these other niggas talking about some Kemet and shit. They burn this incense to the other gods, but not knowing the Most High set you up to do that, man. Right. The Most High put that spirit on you to go worship these other idols, man. Because you still have to pay forth back that judgment back in the ancient world when you was doing that, man. The wicked different acts you was taking place. The Most High, he holds you accountable for that, man.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 14. Therefore, pray not for this people.
Read it again.
Therefore, pray not for this people.
Pray not for these people. When Jacob's trouble started taking place, when they cut this power out, when his food shortage will get bad, don't pray for them Negroes. Don't pray for them Latinos. Don't pray for them Mexicans. Don't pray for none of them, man. Let them be, man. Keep going.
Neither lift up a cry or prayer for them. For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble.
Hey, so the Lord ain't gonna be listening to you, man. When you Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, when this shit hit the fan, when they cut the power out, when you see boots on the ground, when you seeing everybody getting gunned down and shipped off in a FEMA camp, we ain't gonna cry for you, man. Because we told you it was gonna take place, man. What you think taking place in Australia, man? They grabbing the people up, putting them in FEMA camps, man. What you think they gonna do here in America? This ain't nothing but test grounds, man. They waiting on that. They waiting on the time to start grabbing y'all ass up, man. But we keep telling our people, hey, the Lord ain't gonna have that compassion and that long suffering for so long, man. That doors of mercy has been closed right before your eyes, man. This is why you seeing a lot of things been increasing these latter days, man.
Right. You look at it like with any other thing that you have a grace period, man. Yep. That grace period only is allowed for a certain period of time. So Jake can say, well, yeah, we're under grace. We're under grace. All right, man. Like I said, at what point do you not see that grace period is going to run out? Like you said, you're going to have to be held accountable for your actions. Jake doesn't realize that judgment is going to happen to them and they're going to change. Which is why, like John's going into, man, the shit starts hitting the fan, you start seeing Jake getting messed up. Hey, we're not going to feel some type of way about it because at the end of the day, we told y'all.
That's right. Let's get that verse spirit real quick.
This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 13. For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty.
This is what we're doing. This is the liberty right now, man. You have been called unto liberty, man. Liberty goes back to grace, man. Read it again.
For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh.
And that's what we're telling our people, man. Use not this grace period to the occasion of your flesh, man. Don't be out here wailing because you know you're an Israelite, man. Don't be out here bull jiving and just chilling, thinking everything's good, man. The scriptures say, seek the Lord while he may be found, man. Seek him 10 times more, man. You're going to need the Lord when they really shut this shit down, man. Ain't no white Jesus going to save you in that day, man. Right. Only one going to save you is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Thus said the scriptures, man.
They so stupid, though. Hey, why haven't white Jesus saved any of y'all up until this point? So you still calling on Jesus, and your condition have gotten progressively worse as as we came to the point where we're at now, man. What the hell has white Jesus done but brought your ass over here on that boat, man? All right, niggas don't talk about the good shit Jesus did, Jesus ain't did shit and put your ass in captivity, man. Okay?
Jesus got you, like the brother said, the worst state you ever been, man. Work thinking that so-called white man is God, that really put you in that homeboy slave spirit, man. And really complying to everything he say, man. That's why you can clearly see that the scriptures say they are Sodom's children. Sodom go back to stupid. The Lord calls his people stupid, man. That's a damn shame. The God of the Bible calls his people stupid, man. And you are, man. Here it is, you on the highways and hedges, week in and week out, telling you that you're the greatest people known to mankind, and you still don't want to take heed to that. But let us tell Esau that Esau be lined up around the corner to hear that good news, man. But Jake don't want to take heed to that, man. This is why the Lord has got to get rid of 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. And it's righteous, man.
So Isaiah 65:12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. But did evil before mine eyes, and choose that wherein I delight not. Right? We're out here preaching the word of the Most High. The Most High speaking through us to y'all Israelites. But y'all ain't hearing, man. Y'all don't want to accept this. Y'all deny the Most High. So, hey, y'all continue on doing y'all wickedness, man. The Most High is going to collect that check. The Most High is going to cash in what y'all owe to the Most High, which is your soul.
That's right. Death. The scriptures say the saints should know about death by pain, man. You gonna know it, man. When the Lord start bringing them plagues upon you, you gonna know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua done that to you, man. That's right. And he have done nothing but spoke by the words of the prophets, man, on the highways and hedges, man. You got that real quick?
This is Luke chapter 1, verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that which shall be saved from our enemies and from the end of them that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant.
Hey, read that again, right?
Luke chapter 1, verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets.
This is what you're seeing now, man. He has spake by the mouth of the holy prophets, man. The prophets are on the highways and hedges, man. The prophets are flooding the internet, man. We're flooding you with the truth of the Bible, giving you the true understanding of the breakdown of the scriptures, man. But our people that they don't want to take heed to what we're saying, man. Keep going.
Which have been since the world began.
Which have been since the world began, man. The prophets have always been on the scene, man. When you go in the book of 1 Samuel 9:9, it said the prophets were seers. They were seers. Why? Because a seer is a visionary, man. They can see it take place before it actually happened. Just like now, man, the prophets are what? Prophesying and telling you that the things they're speaking on are going to come to pass, man. Like the brother brought out in Habakkuk. Though it tarry, wait for it, man. It's tarrying, but now it's not tarrying anymore. At the end, it shall speak and not lie. Everything that the prophets are speaking about is not lying and not tarrying anymore, man. It's manifested right before your eyes, man. Keep going.
That we should be saved from our enemies.
That we should be saved from our enemies, man. That's one of the main points of the message, man. That you're going to be saved from your enemies, man. From the ones that hate you, man. That are constantly afflicting you and oppressing you, man. That's part of our message, man. You're going to actually be saved from these devils, man. Right. But like, bro, Jake don't want to take heed to that. Jake think that's nothing to him, man. But it constantly, he's complaining about everything this devil's doing to him. But we constantly tell you that the message is within the book, man. And we're telling you, man. Keep going.
That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
From the hand of all that hate us, man. You read in the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter, it tells you from the hand of all them that hate you, man. All these nations hate you, man. Why do you think they gave you all these bywords, man? Why do you think they kept you from your true nationality? Why do you think they hid the name of the Heavenly Father and Son from you, man? Because they know that's your power source.
Why do you think they mock you in all their countries, man? You know? Now, Jake got love for all these other heathens, but you don't, that same love don't get returned, man. You know, you look at that, I forgot the NBA player that was over in China, and you know, he getting off the bus, you hear them, nigger, get out of China, nigger, you know? They mock Jake, man, because they know who you are as a people, man.
Verse 73, the oath which he swore to our fathers Abraham, that he would grant to us, that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life.
And that's what we're telling you, man. The Lord's gonna lift up that standard where He's gonna save us out of the hand of our enemies, man.
Right.
He's lifting up that standard as you see us. The standard is actually being lifted right now, man, through the spirit of power Yahweh Shemal Shah. We have the name, we have the understanding of the scriptures, man. We know who our enemies are, man. He's already lifting up a standard in some type of form, but he's going to lift all that up, man. All the curses are going to come up off of us very soon, man.
Right.
This is why we out here preaching to our people, hey, the day of vengeance is coming, man. The Lord is angry with the wicked every day. The Lord is pissed off what's taking place in America, man. And he's tired of you niggas, man. You niggas got to go, man.
That's right.
That rebellious, that don't want to get right spirit, the Lord is going to take that, man. Like the brother said, that tab is about to be up, man. He's going to require which is past, man.
That's
with
right.
what? With blood, man. Right. When you look at all throughout the scriptures, what had the Lord done, man? He took nations down. He took us down as a people, man. So what you think is going to take here in Babylon the Great, man? He's going to do the same thing, man.
That's right.
Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
And this is that trumpet, man. Grab me Isaiah 58:1. Read it again.
Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
And then we're blowing the trumpet right now, man. And do you think these people are afraid? You think they're scared what we're speaking about? No, man. When you go back in the ancient world, when Samuel was on the scene, they said, "Comest thou peacefully, man?" Because they knew the message that Samuel was coming with was straight from who? Yahweh. And he was not playing around, man.
That's right.
But you think these people care? Nah, man. So when it hit them, that's why I say the day of the Lord is a thief in the night. It's going to catch all these people off guard, man. Especially the proud ones of our people, man. The ones that think they got it in society, that's sold out with the little Freemasons. I don't think they got it. No, the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. The Lord's going to destroy your ass, man. Keep going.
Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh hath not done it?
Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it, man? Everything you see taking place here in America, the Lord's hand is involved in it, man. All around the world, all this chaos and this uproars of the people, the Lord is stirring that up, man. It's his movie, man. Keep going.
Verse 7. Surely the Most High Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
And the Lord has revealed his secret to the servants of prophets. This is why we have a true understanding of the Bible, man. We understand who our enemies are, man. We understand the times and the seasons we're living in, man. He ain't dealing with these pork chop eating ass pastors, and he damn sure ain't dealing with an Edomite, man. They ain't got the juice, man. The only ones he's dealing with is the prophets, man. And coming in the names of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. That's who he's dealing with, man. We have more than that.
It's Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
And this is what we're doing, man. It said, cry out loud, spare not. We're not sparing your feelings, man. We're coming straight out the book, man. Leave your emotions aside, man. Read it again.
Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression.
And this is what we're doing, man. We sit down here to tell you Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you going off, man.
That's right.
Everything you doing is not contrary to the scriptures, man. You doing everything this devil told you to do. Walk around smoking weed, eating pork. That's everything that this devil tells you to do. What so the Lord, man? The Lord said don't eat pork. You go through the history, our people lay their lives down not to eat that mess.
Right.
But you don't read and you don't do no research, man. This is why the Lord is justified for putting y'all ass to death, man. Keep going.
And show the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness and forsook not the ordinance of their power. They ask of me the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching to the Most High.
They don't take this thing serious, man. Our people take everything else serious except what the Lord got to say, man. Right. They look at us as something that's what they're speaking about is not going to come to pass, man. Everything they're speaking about is Ezekiel 12, man. Let's grab that. Ezekiel 12 and verse 27.
Got something just to add on to the trumpet.
Ezekiel 12
Because that trumpet ultimately is a warning to our people, man. All right, and this is what we're warning them of. This is 1 Peter 4:17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we know that heavy judgment is about to take place here on this earth. The Lord said he's going to begin at the house of the Most High, which is you Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, because you are the people of God. So if the Lord's going to jack up 2/3 of his own people and put them to death, how much more the heathens and the ones that don't know the Lord? Right. So this is a warning to you, all right, to get yourself together before the Lord come and destroy your ass. Man.
That's right.
You know? This ain't no light thing that we're saying, man. The scriptures describe the time of Jacob's trouble as a time like no other. All right? So all the worst shit that you can think about that happened in history, it's gonna trump that, man.
Yep.
You know? So you knowing that should make you repent, man. But like Tasmat said, man, that people hear this word and think, well, that's not gonna happen in my lifetime.
Yep.
That's not gonna happen at all. These niggas are just fear mongers.
Yep.
But the scriptures say how people gonna have that mindset.
Real quick, I back the brother up. The book of Ezekiel. You go through. Backing the brother up, the book of Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 27. Son of man, behold, they in the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And he prophesied of times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, thus said the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore.
Right, and the Lord's words aren't being prolonged anymore. You can see it. You have the eyes to see, man. All right, prophecy is speaking loud and clear. So if you have the discernment to be able to measure the times, you would know that hey, the Lord is doing something right now, man. Look at the death that people are having, and it's on a global scale, man. People are dying in horrific ways, man. All right, and what time in history have you seen death like this? That's been going on these last 2-3 years, man. You know? That shows you, man, the Lord ain't playing. It said that his words aren't going to be flat, man. Right?
Therefore shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the words which I spoke shall be done, thus said the Lord.
Our people prolong the words of the Most High like the Lord is blowing smoke up their ass, man. All right? We're going to see who blowing smoke in that day, man. You niggas going to be less smoke.
Right. Hey, real quick, the book of Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17, because it's our job is to warn you what's about to take place in the society, man. You think everything's a joke, well, you're going to see very soon, man. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, man. We're watchmen according to the Bible, man. A watchman is what? Concerning the times and seasons you're living in, man. Showing you that, hey, they're lining up for World War III. This devil's about to crash the economy, man. It's about to be a great famine of food. All the things that's written in the Bible is about to take place, man. All the plagues and pestilence is lining up, man. It's right in your face, man. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning of me. We out here to warn you that the Lord is tired of this shit, man.
Right.
He's about to judge this place, man. But you think, like the brother said, Jake don't think it's going to happen in their lifetime, man. But the words of the Lord is not going to be prolonged anymore. It's going to happen. And it's happening now right before your eyes, man. It's manifesting, man.
It's Ezekiel 33, starting in verse 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, right, we're out here warning the people, man. That's what you see the men on the highways and byways doing, man. We're the trumpet of the Lord. If he seeth the sword come upon the land, he bloweth the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So if you don't hearken to the words of the men of the Lord, the word of the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, your blood is going to be upon your own head, man. You're going to be responsible for what happens to you. He heard the sound of the trumpet. Then whoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood shall require at the watchman's hand. Right, so we're trying to wash our hands of the blood of these people, man. We're out here giving warning, and if you don't take that warning, man, your blood is on your own head, man.
That's right. That's right. Well spoken, brother. You got that?
So Ezekiel,
Hey, what?
Ezekiel 21 and 8. Again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus said Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
And that's what you're seeing, man. This man's sword has been sharpened through the spirit, man. And he's lining that sword up with different types of legislation that's about to take place here in this society, man. Read that again.
Verse 9, it says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus said Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth?
Said, should we then make mirth? Knowing that this devil's about to come down with great wrath, but you be in the mindset of mirth? You should be in the mindset of taking your girl out for Valentine's, being a goddamn simp? No, man. You should be in that mindset of really getting right with the Lord. Right. Showing that the 2/3 of the nation of Israel ain't ready for what's about to take place here in America. They too complacent. Showing that they fulfill who? Being Israelites, man. Because it's the same thing that happened in Rome, the same thing that happened in Egypt. They was being complacent. They didn't know what time they was living in until judgment took place, man.
I get that Matthew about the days of Noah, man.
Come.
That's exactly what's happening.
Matthew 24 around 35.
These people take the word. Every time the prophets, these people should, y'all, here it is, y'all Christians, y'all idiots, man, you know. Y'all hear the different stories in the scriptures on how when the prophets were out there, all right, they gave warning that something bad was about to happen. And people, they laughed at them, they mocked them, and then when the judgment came, a lot of people died. You would think that, all right, well, maybe these people out here, they're doing the same thing that Noah did. They're doing the same thing Jonah did. They're doing the same thing that all the other prophets in the Bible did. Maybe I need to take heed because that should be a story for me to know that might happen to me if I don't listen to these guys out here. You know? But hey, you Christians are on target. So it is what it is. You know?
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
And that's what you see taking place now, man. They're giving it into all these holidays, these so-called festivals. They're lining up, going to these ball games. They're complacent. They're in the mindset of being complacent, not understanding the times and season they're living in, man. Just like in the time of Noah, man. Everything was taking place around them. But what was they doing? Bullshitting around.
Right.
Noah sitting there rounding up different types of animals and building the ark. And Jake was doing what? Laughing and scoffing, man. Same thing's taking place now. Yeah. Here it is, we're building a spiritual ark. And what you think Jake doing? Laughing and scoffing, man. That's showing you that, hey, they are the Israelites, man. They're complacent. They think everything's a joke until that wrath come upon them, man. That's right.
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away.
And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. What do you think they're lining up for? They're lining up for what? A major shutdown in society, man. They're setting you up with a coup. But you don't know. You don't know war tactics, man. They are setting up different types of war tactics, all these different types of psyops that they lining you people up, and you fall for it every time. They're setting up a different siege so they can do what? Justify for bringing forth the order out of chaos, man. It's on the back of your dollar bill. All they're going to do is bring forth the chaos and bring forth the order with the martial law, man.
That's right. They're going to keep calling you people stupid. Because here it is, you got niggas that talk about the art of war. You know, the art of war give you all these different, you know, strategic war tactics, and the shit's being played out right in front of you, and you can't even see it. Man.
Yeah, you know, too many distractions. What's it called? Hungarian dollar? Yeah, that's what you're seeing. They hit Jake with the Super Bowl, with the NBA, all these different distractions, the Valentines, all this madness. Jake can't clearly see to this day. And this devil's lining the sword up right before your face, man. All right, setting the stage to justify to put your ass together, man. Putting your ass in a damn FEMA camp. And they set setting up the legislations in New York, in Washington, all these different states are setting up legislations to lock you dumbass Americans up, man. And you could be crying in a FEMA camp very soon, man. That's right.
This is 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. It says, in whom the power of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. Hey, and that's it. Like the brother just said, all these distractions, all these other activities that Esau promotes for y'all to do, and Jake gladly does them. Yep. And that's a distraction to this word, to this truth. It says, verse 4. It says, in whom the power of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of a Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. Right, unless they receive this truth, which it ain't meant for them. 2/3 ain't gonna receive this truth no matter what. So that's all there is to it, man.
Day, man, like you read earlier in Exodus, man, the sword is being sharpened, you know, and you Jakes is being prime for the father, you know. Really, all you Americans in general, because this ain't just gonna be Jake that's gonna be dying out here, man. Joe six-pack Edomites, all right, you dumbass heathen that come over here and think, you know, tourists and shit, man, you know, just want to take pictures of down. All y'all gonna be getting put to death, man. We'll keep being together, man.
Why do you think they made the movie Songbird? How the hell they make Songbird and this ain't no the so-called plague hit? Showing you people stupid, man. Y'all watch a movie, oh look, that happened. But they showing you it's called predictive programming, man. Right. They're lining you up for what's to come, man. Because they're gonna get all you lined up and put in Q zones, man. Quarantine camps, man. You got that real? I'm gonna read that real quick. This is did you have that precept? We'll bring it out. I'm gonna read this.
So Exodus 32 verse 6. And they rose up early on the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings, and the people sat down to eat and to drink and rose up to play.
So basically, they rose up to play, man. They rose up to, to act a fool, man. That's that taking heed to Yahweh where Yahweh shot. You know?
Jake is all about fun and games.
Yeah.
This is why they don't take niggas. This is why you can't take a nigga serious. If a nigga always smiling, you can't take that nigga serious, man. It's always a funny game with these niggas, man. This is why they always tell Jake to jump and jive, man. That's Jake, man. Jake is your modern day goddamn court jester, man. Out here goddamn entertainment. That's what Jake's good for. That's what the Edomites look at Jake for. It's nothing but some damn entertainment, man. The football, basketball, boxing, all that shit. Yeah. Exactly. Goddamn John, all of them, man. Hey, can I bring this out real quick? This is off DHS, Department of Homeland Security, and this is a summary terrorism threat to the U.S. homeland. It said the United States remain heightened threat environment fueled by certain factors, including online environment filled with false, misleading narratives and conspiracy theories, and other forms of mis, dis, and malinformation, introduced or amplified by foreign and domestic threat actors, man. Showing that they're doing what? They're about to demonize anybody that's speaking out against the government, man. Why you think certain people on YouTube, their channels are getting flagged? And then what you think they happened with Joe Rogan? That was staged, man. He's part of the agenda as well. It's called COINTEL, man.
And to add to that point of proof, because when you look out Spotify, who's been catching the heat from Joe Rogan speaking out, the owners of Spotify, they're part of one of the big, jab companies, man. I don't want to say the name, but they actually own Spotify, man. So like you said, man, that's an inside job. So Joe Rogan saying and doing what he's doing, that's part of the agenda of the few fans, man.
Yep. I'm gonna jump down. It says these threat actors seek to celebrate societal friction and to sow discord and undermine public trust in the government,
right,
man.
Because where everybody's pretty much exposing what the plans of these devils are doing, all right, everybody is starting to, develop their own thoughts of, what they should be doing, man. Some people, they're starting to mistrust the government, all right. Some people are with the government, but either way, they're trying to create society upheaval so that they have a reason to bring in martial law, man.
That's right. And it says public trust in the government institution encouraging unrest with potential inspired acts of violence.
Right, you're gonna have radicals, whether they be paid or just straight zealots, man. You know, starting to do random acts of violence, man. You know, you had the dude with the red van that ran his van through the crowd, right? You're gonna have more shootings. Right? You're gonna have people getting killed by boatloads all because of a Facebook post. Did you notice every time there's some type of big deal when somebody getting killed and go on a killing spree, they always manage to find this dude's manifesto or his Facebook page. There's always some radical shit on it. That's not coincidental.
Stage, man. And it says mass casualty attacks and other acts of targeted violence conducted by lone offenders in small groups acting in furtherance of ideologies, beliefs, and other personal grievance pose ongoing threat to the nation.
Who that sound like, man?
Exactly.
You know? Like I said, man, Esau's playbook is played out, bro. We already knew this was going to come. You know, the scriptures would warn us that we was going to face persecution. You know, so all this shit is doing is further proving our point. Because if we weren't speaking the truth, these devils wouldn't care. Why you think these other activists ain't nobody talking about them? Because they don't matter. Black Lives Matter. Nobody gives a fuck about them, man. You know, these other groups, you know, the Muslims, the Moors. Nobody cares about these guys because they don't got the truth. But because what we're saying is the truth, and people are starting to realize that, now they have to take measures to make sure that this word is stopped going out. The only way it's going to stop is when the Lord seals the elect. Alright, so we're going to be moved off the streets. We're going to be taken off the internet. That's how we're going to go. Alright, the elect has been sealed. Now is the time of judgment. Okay? And then it's going to be whatever your relationship is with the Lord or lack of. Alright?
This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, we are not ignorant of his devices. It's like the brother said, man, we already know his plans, man. We already know his schemes. And this is what the NIV says right here. It says, in order that Satan might not outwit us, but we are not unaware of his schemes. And that's all it is a scheme, man. The biggest scheme, the biggest really conspiracy on the planet Earth, man, to do away with us.
Right.
The Lord's people.
They show you that they say, oh, they're conspiracy theories. But, hey, when you go into what conspiracy means, it means to pretty much plan an evil plot. And the evil plot is the New World Order. So who's the crazy one really, man? You know? Because everything that we said they was going to do, they did it. Yep. You look how this whole demic happened, man. We told you, all right, they're going to say that we got to lock the country down. They locked the country down. They're going to come out with a jab quickly. They came out with the jab. They're going to start killing people with that jab, and niggas start dying at a massive rate. And then what happened? All right, well, now you need several popes. The point now, so they said they're never going to be fully poped, right? So you people are just walking right into the slaughterhouse, man, not even thinking twice about it.
Why you think they make the movie The Dawn of the Dead? Because this is what these people are, man. They zombies. They don't know what the hell wrong with them. That's why the government literally means, government means mind control. Government means under, and mint means mind. They got you people in mind control. Anytime they post something, they believe the shit, man. They don't do no research. They don't go out and study for themselves. They believe everything the government pushes out, man. That's why you can tell that this man, Esau Edom, he's on his way out, man. Let's grab Isaiah 29 and 15. Because the Lord is exposing these damn devils, man. Everything, your secret counsels, all your wicked plots and schemes, it's been exposed to the spirit of Yahweh Shah, man.
This is Isaiah 29 and 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh.
And this is what you see, man. The so-called Illuminati, the so-called enlightened ones, they're not the real enlightened ones, man. Only reason they call themselves Illuminati because they can hide themselves in secrecy, man. They can do different things, and the people that will not catch on till years later, man. This is why you watch something with Simpsons, like, oh, that was in the Simpsons movie. Oh, that was in a Disney movie in the 80s or something like that, man. Because they do things in secrecy, man. Different agendas that took place, as far as all this so-called 9/11, all these different type of agendas was part of their secret council, man. Read it again.
It says, Isaiah 29 and 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh. And their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us?
And that's what they say, man. Who seeth us, man? That's why they don't want nobody speaking about these different types of agendas, man. That's why you see people that speak about the agendas, they end up getting put to death. They end up so-called commit suicide. Something happened to them. but they was exposing the agendas that these so-called devils was doing, man. These them Edomites, man.
Yeah. Look at one dude that came to mind when we sent that Stanley Kubrick, you know, that made the Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, yeah, I watched that last week.
You know, and he pretty much exposed all what was going on with them elites and they little freaky ass rituals, you know, and then we make it so funny that the mansion that they did the movie in, all right, that was actually one of the Rockefellers mansions, man, you know, and that shows you. That's why they offered it. You see what happened with who's the dude that exposed the shit?
Alan Russo.
Yeah, Russo, and then the other guy, they looking at the cameras.
What's his name?
No, he can't come back to the man. Come back to him. But that just shows you, man, that both sides is having all this information come out because Esau has lost his power. And that power really went into secrecy.
And that's why Hillary Clinton said, we're losing a war, and that was like, what war are we losing? We're losing an information war, because everybody is finding out all the wicked and agendas that these people have been doing, all the sex trafficking, all the Pizzagate, all these various things that these people have been doing. It's been found out, and it's really the Spirit of the Lord that's doing that, man. The Lord is exposing these Edomites at an all-time high, showing that they're a perverse, wicked-ass generation of people, man. They're sick, man. This is a sick nation that's ruling over us, man. This is why the Lord said He will have a war with Amalek forever, man. Because they're fucking degenerates, man. You got that?
I got real quick, going into that exposure. This is Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All them that see them shall flee away. So just go into that. You got devils exposing them, exposing each other, as well as the mother Lord. I told him, man, that in 2 Thessalonians 2:9, the Lord shall consume the devil with the spirit of his mouth. But you got devil that's also exposing them too, because at the end of the day, they're upset because Esau, the Amalekites, have their own people in slavery, man. You can't believe these other devils was living like how the Amalekites, but they wouldn't be speaking ill to their own people, man. You know? But that's why that shows you Satan, you know, is divided against Satan. You know?
And it really started getting divided once they brought forth these so-called birth certificates, man. Back in the day, when everybody had to get birth certificate, that means America was really sold out to the elites, man, to the bankers. Because all these so-called Joe Six-Pack loser Edomites, they have birth certificates as well, showing that they're property of the state as well.
Right. Because America ain't nothing but a big corporation anyway.
Yep.
You know?
Now, it's Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
And that's talking about America. It says, oh, virgin daughter of Babylon, man. Why? Because America has taken on the same custom of ancient Babylon. And it's a virgin. Why? Because ain't nobody touched the soil of America yet. Not yet. Trust me, Russia gonna hit this place. Thus says the scriptures. Keep going.
Sit on the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the
It
Chaldeans.
said, oh, daughter of the Chaldeans. Why did it keep lining America up with the customs of Babylon, man? Showing that America has always taken on the customs of these different empires that took place back in the ancient world, man.
Right.
The so-called Christmas. Damn, she about to hit
So yeah, man, the Chaldeans, man, they were known as the top sorcerers in Babylon. And America, you know, has the same, you know, they have them sorcerers now, man. You know? This how America is known for high levels of witchcraft, man.
Right.
You know? On all levels, man.
the warlocks, the witches. What you think your so-called presidents are? They're number a bunch of damn warlocks, man. When they take, what is it called, the inauguration? It's meant to sit. Yeah, that's a ritual. Inauguration number the ritual, sit in the seat of the demons. That's what they're doing, man. They're actually putting demons, they're pushing forth demons onto them and putting some more spells into the people, man.
You see how the demons are doing body?
Oh, he threw, man. He threw, his body done, man. He can't hold him, though. He can't hold him, demons.
You want everybody to join in with the crack fight with them, man.
Oh, man, shit. Man, you niggas gotta go, man. You Negroes, you voted for Joe Biden, you gotta go, man.
Hey.
And hey, look, Jake Ladd, he know it. That's what you voted for too, man.
Hey,
you voted for that.
This nigga promised y'all reparations. He gave y'all crack pipes, man.
Hey, you threw anyway, man.
Either way, bro. They're both evil. But at the end of the day, you know, making fun of the shit. At the end of the day, the agenda was to pretty much crippled this place, but he's doing a great job of doing that, man. Look how America has gotten worse within that 1 year of him being the president, man. Look at gas prices, look at the shortages, look at food prices, look at the economy as a whole, bro. This nigga has made everything worse, but even if it would have been him or Trump, shit still with the shit. You know, it's a figurehead, man. The president don't really run shit, man.
He ain't nothing but a president of a company. You got presidents of Nike. You got presidents of Amazon. Same thing with America. Ain't nothing but a damn corporation, man.
You got president of the chess club, bro.
Exactly, man. America's been sold out.
The niggas are figureheads, man.
Yeah, they're the ones that take the blame for everything that's taking place. They had to put somebody out there to put something.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing ball, because not harp on this too much. But with Trump, when the Edomite, the reason why Esau was so mad that Trump lost, because they saw that Trump was actually trying to heal America.
Yep.
He actually cared about America's future. Biden's a globalist, man. All right, so Biden is with the plans of the elite. So whatever they tell him to do, all right, he does it, man. Yep. But Trump, he was actually trying to defy them low key, man. But he's still a lower luminary, so he's still a devil. It doesn't matter, either way. All right, like I said, whoever's sitting in that seat, America's still gonna go down.
Let's get it. Hey, let's bring the Nahum first, and then we'll get to Jeremiah. Nahum 3.
Jeremiah 51 verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed.
Just like the brother said, man. If so be, she may be healed. The economy would have been booming. But the Lord don't want America to keep going. The Lord is done with America. Right. Can't you see that? But you people don't understand that. I don't really, hey, you take pictures over there, man. You people don't understand that America's finished, man. Read it again, man.
Jeremiah 51 verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
It said, the Lord said, hey, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. The Lord don't want America to keep going, man. Why would he want a degenerate, perverse society to keep going, man? That's how dumbed down these people are. You want the ways of America to keep going? Especially you Negro, Latino, Native Americans? You want to stay in a state of oppression when the God of the Bible's for you? That's showing you how dumbed down our people are, man. Right. Why would you want this place to keep going when this devil still got his foot on your neck? Come on, man. Bring that for me.
Nahum 3:19. There is no healing of thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous. All that hear the bruit of thee shall clap their hands over thee. This is Nahum 3:19. There is no healing of thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous.
It says there's no healing of thy bruise, man. So ain't no stimulus packet gonna bring back America, man. It ain't gonna stimulate it, man. It's done, man. It says there's no healing of thy bruise, man. Keep going.
All that hear the bruit of thee shall clap their hands over thee.
And that's what you see in all the nations. It's like, yes, we got to take this place, man. You really don't think that Russia, China, Iran, North Korea not gonna nuke America? You out your mind, Esau. You out your mind. That's biblical prophecy, man. It will take place in your lifetime. Keep going.
For upon whom hath not thy wickedness passed continually?
Upon whom not thy wickedness passed not continue? Who have not you stole from? Them took down, them raped, them murdered, them took all their resources. Huh? Who has not America done that to? Everybody, man. All the nations are mad at this place, man. And they're sick of this place, man. This is why the Lord is doing what? He's fulfilling prophecy through what? The men going on the highways of heaven proclaiming the victory, man. Telling that this place is on its way out, man. That's right. Thus says the scriptures, man.
So, just laying back and off what the brother's saying, man. America is doomed, man. This place is set for destruction. And the empire of the Israelites is about to be that next ruling power, man. It's going to be an everlasting kingdom. But that kingdom is going to be forged by war, man. And that blood of Edomites and wicked 2/3 niggas, man. paid, man. All the blood that's been shed of Israelites on this wicked kingdom, man.
All right. This is Numbers 30 and 33, 35. It says, and Atroth. This is Numbers 33 and 35. And they departed from Eberah. And encamped easy on Gaber. Oh, 35.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood defileth the land.
Right, so the blood of Israelites defiles this place, really the entire earth, man. That this devil has destroyed the earth by polluting it with the blood of the children of the Most High.
That's right. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
So the men that shed that blood, the nations that shed that blood, have to be killed, and their blood is going to be that sacrifice to redeem that land, man.
Verse 34, Numbers chapter 35, verse 34. Numbers chapter 35, verse 34. Defile not, therefore, the land which ye shall inhabit therein, I dwell, for the Lord dwelleth among the children of Israel.
Right, so this land has been defiled, man. These devils came over and stole it from the northern kingdom. They slaughtered them. They brought the southern tribes up here, slaughtered us. This whole place has to be destroyed and cleansed in order for it to be redeemed, man.
Daniel, chapter 7, verse 13. And I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Verse 14. And there was given him dominion and glory and the kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him.
All right, so Yahushua is coming to redeem that kingdom, man. He's coming to destroy this place utterly and build it back up under Israel, man.
It says, his dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
So this everlasting kingdom is going to be built by war, man. Yahushua is coming for that dominion over the nations, because he sees what has happened to his people, man. His brothers specifically, they see the sufferings of Israelites every day and for thousands of years.
This is Daniel 7 and 18, like the brother was going into, man. He said the Yahushua is going to take this kingdom down by war, man. And he's going to use his elect, alongside with the chariots, to destroy America, man. So this is Daniel 7 and 18. It says, but the saints of the Most High take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So once the saints, which are the Israelites, by the way, all right. So once the saints take the kingdom, okay, we're gonna rule the kingdom to come, and we're gonna rule forever, man.
That's right.
Because as you just said, man, Yahushua, is gonna have that everlasting kingdom that was promised to him when he was King Solomon in the Pathfinder. That's gonna fulfill prophecy.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall deliver up the kingdom of Yahweh, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign until he put all enemies under his feet. And that's what you're seeing about to take place, as the brother Quanah was speaking on, man. Hey, our beloved brother Yahushua, when he cracked them clouds, he's going to put all the enemies of the nation of Israel under his feet, man. Right. That's why when you read the book of Revelation, I think around the 19th chapter, he said he has many crowns, man. He's going to take all these kingdoms down, man. And you seeing that been taking place right now, man. Why you think World War III is about to pop off, man? Because the spirit of Yahushua is being manifested, man.
That's right. Just going back into it, man. All empires are forged through blood, man.
That's right.
And the blood has to be shed of the people who have destroyed the earth. But an example that we're going to get into is King David. His empire was built up, but the blood was on his hands, so he couldn't build the tabernacle. Right. So that was passed off to King Solomon, And we know that Yahweh Shai in the spirit is King Solomon. So he's going to receive that everlasting kingdom.
This is 1 Chronicles 22, verse 6. Then he called for Solomon his son and charged him to build an house for Yahweh, power of Israel. Verse 7. And David said to Solomon, my son, as for me, it was in my mind to build a house unto the name of Yahweh, my power. Verse 8. But the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, thou hast shed blood abundantly, and hast made great wars.
So David had made great wars, man, to establish that kingdom. King David had to slay thousands and thousands of wicked heathen nations, man.
It says, thou shalt not build an house unto my name, because thou hast shed much blood upon the earth in my sight. Verse 9. Behold, a son shall be born to thee, who shall be a man of rest, and I will give him rest from all his enemies round about.
Right, so King Solomon was that son that was born to David to bring rest, man. That's why there was that 40 years of peace under Solomon, because of what David had brought. He brought that war to build up the empire, man. He shed the blood of those heathen nations in order to establish that peace.
It says, for his name shall be Solomon, and I will give him peace and quietness unto Israel in his days. Verse 10. He shall build a house for my name, and he shall be my son, and I will be his father. And I will establish the throne of his kingdom over Israel forever.
All right, so we know that that hadn't happened back then, but we know that Yahweh Shai, being King Solomon, is going to reign over this kingdom eternally, man. And you know, this is going to be the last war. The last battle is going to be coming when Yahweh Shai comes to completely eradicate this place of all wickedness, man.
You know, the war, the end all wars, man. You know, because you've been hearing Putin say lately, like, you know, this World War III, they say it's going to be, you know, bad for everybody. Okay? He said, yo, when the missiles are shot, it's going to knock everything back to the Stone Age, man. All right, because there's no winners in nuclear war. So, you know, the issue being pushed of World War III, man, we understand that that's going to happen because the Most High is going to use that to bring in the kingdom of heaven, man. Real quick, I got this. Isaiah 42 and 13, you break down. It says, the Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies.
Okay, basically going into, as we just said, World War III going to be bad for everyone. The nuclear missiles are going to bring us back to the Stone Age. Vladimir Putin is getting riled up. All right, Russia and Ukraine. Russia goes into the barrier.
That's lining over the Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. He said, I should put Luke like Jones. He's turning Russia back in that USSR spirit, man. But they not caring. If it ain't about Russia, they don't care, man. And you seeing that now. That's why they saying, hey, if you invade Ukraine, we're gonna nuke y'all ass, man. And he kept it sweet and short like that, man.
Putin's doing a lot of big boy talking right now, man. He pretty much he tried. They shit on America at every chance they get, man. You know, because he knows body is weak, man. You know, America is at the most vulnerable point it's ever been at, man. You know, so these nations are looking at their chop to get ready to come over here and do what they about to do, man. You know, I got a quick one, real quick. You know, hey, man, the Lord, he been one bringing these nations to think like that, man. He had these nations ready to war over, you know, territorial sanctions and pretty much he's war over bullshit, like really petty shit. You know, the devil got the whole earth. He won with himself on nonsense. Over lands that he already owned. Right. So this is Zechariah 3 and 8. So like Zephaniah. Yes, we all just went wrong. Y'all good. Y'all, like I said, y'all always want to highlight black on black crime, man. Why is nobody really talking about, you know, so-called white on white crime, man, you know? Because these Edomites, hey, they've been at war with each other pretty much forever, man.
Forever, man.
You know?
Yeah, and you watch, it's funny because when you watch the new Kingsman movie, that's what's taking place. These are so-called cousins. It was, I think it was Europe, Russia, and I think France. And all of them were so-called cousins. They was actually warring with each other on purpose, man. And Russia was involved. It was showing that they actually doing, it's the Lord that's stirring this thing up, man.
Yeah, and then when you look at these movies, every time, you know, it's you know, dealing with some type of war, they're always speaking of Russia. It's always about Russia versus the U.S. Why? Because these Hollywood directors know that that's prophecy, man.
Yep, right. I got that for you. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations.
Right, man. It's the Lord's determination to gather these nations up for war, man. Hey, man, he told you that in Joel 3 and 9 on down to 13, man. You know, hey, he making the weak say I am strong, man. Buck up against the system, man. That's right. You know,
That I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation.
right, man. Hey, that's the whole point of it, man. He gathered the nations for war, so what? He can punish all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why that Psalms 2 and 9 say, hey, why do the heathen rage? Why do they imagine a vain thing, man? Because they think that, hey, after they do all this war, cause all this conflict in the earth, so like, cause all this conflict in the earth, they think that they still gonna be in power. Nah, yeah. So yeah, man, all this conflict in the earth, they think that they gonna still be up in power, man. Which, hey, that's the vain thing they imagine.
Yeah, and it said indignation goes back to righteous anger, man. And it says, indignation, even all my fierce anger, for the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Hey, and the earth gonna be devoured with the fire of his jealousy, man. Hey, that second death coming, man.
Yep.
Hey, it's coming to knock down. Hey, Scripture said, hey, Babylon was gonna fall and not rise again, man.
Yep.
Ain't gonna have no more cities, and that's the time we coming into.
That's right.
You got that? Exodus. Come. Exodus 15 and 3. And the Lord is a man of war. The Lord, Yahweh is his name.
No, that's it. The Lord is a man of war, man. He's like the brothers say, man. He's gathering these nations for war. He's getting them all together so he can wipe them all out at once, man.
Yep.
One fell swoop. Like he said, this place is going to be destroyed in an hour. Yep. So the Lord is preparing this great war in order to establish the empire of Israel, man.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, the days, it says, behold, in those days, in the time where I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat.
That's right.
And he will plead with them for my people and my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and have parted my land. And this is what the Lord's doing, man. So this World War III is for the controversy of Israel, man. Because what have the heathen nations done? They have scattered the Lord's people, man, and put themselves in the Lord's land. So the Lord is doing what? He's doing stirring up, he's mustering the host to the battle, man.
That's right.
He's lining these nations up for World War III, man. Which is what? It's for our controversy, man. It's for getting us out of this state that we're in, man.
I got a quick precept. This is Daniel chapter 2 and verse 21. And it said, 20. And it says, Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of the Most High forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. And he changed the times and the seasons. He removed kings and setteth up kings. So the Most High set up Esau, man. Yep. He set up Esau over us for what we did against him. So now it's his time to go down. He's bringing down Esau, and he's going to set us up, man, the true kings, the righteous kings of the earth.
That's right.
It says, he giveth wisdom unto the wise, and the water Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah for giving us this wisdom, man. It says, and knowledge and them that know understanding. But yeah, that's the point, man. Reiterating what the brothers be saying, man. That Esau is going to go down. And it's all the will of the Most High. He's the one that controls everything. He's the one pulling the strings.
Right. And the most important part of that is because the Lord hears the cries of his saints, man. He hears us complaining to the Lord about this devil and for him to take him down, man. All right, this is James 5 and 4. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, to the point being that the cries of the Lord, are being heard, man, because the Lord knows our struggles, man. Just like he told Moses whenever we was in Egypt, he hears our cries. Even amongst the 2/3, he hears our cries, man. But at the same time, he's allowing this devil to do this so he can bring him judgment. So it says that the cries have entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, which the Lord of Sabaoth means what? The Lord of armies. Right. Going into the brother's lesson about, the kingdoms being forged by war. So the Lord, he's with war, man. He's with conflict. He's with drama, man. All right? That's what makes the movie good, man. Right. What fun would that be just to hand all right, your kingdom's over, I'm just handing it to somebody else. Nah, man.
Didn't Esau take this land with war? With bloodshed? So what more so the Lord? The Lord put the spirit on him for this so-called manifest destiny.
Yeah.
The Lord prophesied that you would take down the tribe of Gad. That was prophesied.
Yep.
So he had to put that spirit on you to do that, man.
Yeah, it's all through history. All right, the Babylonians got took down by the the Assyrians, you know. Then they got took down by the Medes and the Persians, you know. And then all the way going Esau all the way up, you know, to now, man. All right, so history speaks for itself, man. So if people think that those were biblical times, we're in modern day times. We're still in biblical times, man. You know that the Bible is used as an example, like it tells you. If somebody want to get that, how the things were written aforetime for our learning, man. You know, because so you look at this as a perfect history lesson to show you how things are going to go in the future, man. You know?
But war's still taking place over in the so-called Middle East, man. It's been war over there, man. They've been fighting over there. So what is these people talking about? It's war everywhere you look around the world. It's always war and always different type of conflicts, man.
And then you got you have actual citizen uprisings, man. Like out there, still in China, man. So you still got the China. It was another one. Was it like Kazakhstan, some shit like that? Kazakhstan, something like that, man. Yeah. Hey, man, right? They done cooped up in there, man. Hey, overgrown. Hey, I know they killed a bunch of politicians and shit. You know? Hey, man. So it's pretty much it's going down, man.
Yeah. So the Lord is with that, man.
Yep. This is moving, man.
Go ahead. This is let me get that Romans. Yep. This is Romans. What's 5, right?
15 and 4.
15 and 4. Come on. This is Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right. So we read these scriptures, you know, to let us know that, man, this place is about to be destroyed. 1 and 2, it gives us hope because we know that the kingdom that's going to come after this place is not going to be China, it's not going to be Russia, it's not going to be no other country, but nation but the Israelites, man. You know? So that's proven you niggas don't read, man, and you don't have faith.
I got just a quick one back here. Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day or night. Right, man. That's why this word is continually going out, man, day and night, man. That they may make mention of the Lord and keep not silence. Right, man. Because it told you also in Ezekiel 9 and 4 that, hey, man, mark them that complain. Man, you know, paraphrasing. Verse 7 is the point, and give him no rest till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And that's what we're doing now, man. Hey, man, we not giving the Lord no rest, man. Hey, man, we continually complaining about the devil, our hardships, man. Hey, man, how wicked this society is, man. Hey, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth, man.
Like the brother said, man, we're giving them no rest, man. Brothers put videos out every minute of the day, man. If you subscribe to enough GMS channels, you ain't never gonna stop getting notifications.
Right.
Yeah.
There ain't enough hours in the day to watch all of them, man. This is Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Right, so the Lord is coming to bring mass death and destruction to this place, man.
It says, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
And he's angry for what these Edomites have done to his people, man. He's going to bring that rage and those flames of fire to destroy Esau, Edom, man.
It says, verse 16, for by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh.
Right, and that fire goes into those nuclear missiles, man. Those missiles are going to bring that ultimate cleansing agent to remove all wickedness from the earth.
And the slain of Yahweh shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree, in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
But yeah, the slain of the Lord will be many, man. If you look at somebody and you see most of the people you see are going to get destroyed, man. The vast majority of the earth, specifically Babylon the Great and Israel, is going to be destroyed, man. You know, the only people that are going to survive this are basically the elites and that 1/3, man, the elect.
Isaiah 42 and 14. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself.
Right, the Lord has been waiting, man. He's been waiting. Yahushua gave his life up for Israel about 2,000 some odd years ago, man. And he's been waiting to come back to redeem his crown, man, to get that throne.
Right.
Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once.
Right. The Lord is coming to destroy and devour Babylon the Great, man. He's coming to destroy 2/3 and these heathen, man.
That's right.
And put these heathen into subjection at the end of the day, man. Okay,
Hey, quick precept to back the brother up. This is Psalms 10 and I'll start at verse 15. I'll start at verse 13. Wherefore do the wicked contempt Yahweh, and he have said in his heart, thou would not require right, man. Hey, you know, it's a bunch of precepts that go with, hey, man, this devil, man, he really believes that, hey, man, he the true power on the earth. Yep. The Lord ain't going to require none of the sins that require no recompense for his sins, man. You know? Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite to requite it in thy hand, and the poor committeth himself unto thee. Thou art a helper, thou art the helper to the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked, and the evil man seek out his wickedness till thou find no more. Right, man? So we coming into a time where, hey, the Lord, he finna break this devil's power. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when they say break his hand, break his arm, man. Right. Hey, it's a symbolism of power. So his power finna be broken down till his wickedness ain't gonna be seen on the earth no more. That's right.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 28. For he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will Yahweh make upon the earth.
So Yahweh Shai is about to make easy work of this kingdom, man. That's
right.
Like we said earlier, man, he's going to destroy this place in an hour. Like, that's a blink of an eye, man. Yeah. To the Lord.
Oh, 29. Verse 29. And Isaiah said before, except Yahweh, the Lord of Sabaoth, have left us a seed, we had been as Sodom and had been made like unto Gomorrah. Read that again.
Yeah, read it again.
This is Romans 9 and 29. And Isaiah said before, except the Lord of Sabaoth had left us a seed, we had been as Sodom and have been made like unto Gomorrah.
All right, that seed, man, that's the elect, man. That seed that's saved to keep Israel going, man. And if it wasn't saved, it would be like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Everything would have been destroyed, and there would be nothing left to bring back Israel.
Right, man, there would be nothing left to bring Israel back, man, because it would be like, man, hey, pretty much the Lord, he kept a remnant, so pretty much Israel make that comeback, man. So we had a chance, man, and he had to just put us all away, man. Because, hey, man, be real, we only got one duty on this earth, is to serve Yahweh Shai, man. Everything else is second, man.
If it wasn't for the elect, man, hey, the Israelites would die out because everybody would be faggots, man. They would faggot, or they'd be abominable to the point of them living in black culture. Right, they would kill themselves off, man, because Jake live a destructive ass lifestyle, man. They don't have any order. That's why the Lord put the spirit on the elect to pretty much, detach from the ways of America, man.
The scriptures say be ye separate, man.
Yeah.
That's why Jake don't see it. Jake know he an Israelite, but Jake still do everything that is contrary with the Lord say do, man. That's why when the Lord's justifying putting these niggas down, man. Niggas still in that black culture shit. That shit been like that.
That's right. Read this verse. This is Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Right, Yahweh Shai, speaking of Yahweh Shai coming, and the dyed garments are dyed with blood, man. That blood is gonna be from the sacrifice that this so-called great kingdom is gonna be, man.
It says, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Anyone? It says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thine garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Right, so Yahushua is not going to actually be physically covered in blood, but that's a representation of how much death is going to be out here, man.
That's right. He ain't gonna have to get off the chair and swing that sword, man. All right, those laser beams and that nuclear fire is gonna be doing the work, man. You know.
I got a real quick. This is the book of.
You got a precept?
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as the coming of tokens, the prophecies, behold, the day shall come that they that which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. Showing, like the brother said, there's going to be a lot of death taking place here in America, man. He said it'll be taken in a great number. A lot of people is going to be dying in a massive rate in these last days, man. That's why the scriptures speak about their carcasses will not be buried, man. The Lord's going to be doing a lot of killing in this day, man. That's right. And he says, and the way of truth been hidden in the land shall be buried in the faith. And that's what you're seeing about to be taking place, man. It said the way of truth shall be hidden, man. Because when this man Esau either shut this system down, it's going to be a famine on the word, man. Amos 8 and 11, man. This truth ain't going to be accessible to you damn jakes, man. And it says, the land shall be buried in the faith. Because, hey, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they lack faith, man. They don't understand what's going on. So the land is going to be buried in the faith. That's why Yahushua said, shall it already be kindled? Shall there be faith on the earth? No. Ain't gonna be no faith on the earth, but the ones that truly believe in the names of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, man.
That's right. Verse 3, I have trodden the winepress alone, and the people there was none with me, for I would tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury.
Right, so like just reiterating what the brothers have been bringing out, man. The Lord is coming to bring mass death for all the transgressions of these heathens and of 2/3 of our people, man.
Says, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is mine, is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
Right. So Yahushua is coming to redeem his crown, man. He's coming to establish his kingdom, that everlasting kingdom. And that kingdom has to be established through blood, man.
Like, I got a precept for you. This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 67. It says, and after his father Zacharias was filled with the Holy Spirit of the doctrine, prophesied, saying, blessed be the Lord, the Most High of Yasharallah, for he has visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. And they go straight to it, man. If anybody needs saving, it's you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. That's why Yahushua is coming in Isaiah 63, man, because we need saving from the hell that we in. Every day is oppression. Every day you might get killed. Every day is some type of bullshit that a so-called black man, a Hispanic man, and Native American man got to go through. When you wake up, you in hell. When you lie down and you hell, man, this place got to go.
That's right.
Straight like that, man.
That's right.
And if I may, man, that goes back to what Deuteronomy chapter 28, where it says, let me get it real quick. Salakia, brother. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28. Bear with me, please. I think it's at verse 64, and it says, verse 65, and it says, among these nations shall thy find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, and fellow of eyes and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life. Man, if that ain't true, I don't know what is. I yield with that, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. That's hell, man.
Hell yeah.
Those curses, that are plaguing our people is about to be lifted up when the Lord delivers us out of here, man. That's right. This is why we need salvation, like the brother just said, man.
Every point he said you're gonna find no rest. What just happened, man? They released that body cam of that Jake sleep on the couch. Do a no-knock raid and shoot the man. One cop telling him to get up, one cop telling him to get down. That nigga wake up like, what the fuck? And they let him have it, man. Just to show you the person ain't playing.
What, did they get the wrong person too?
Yeah, it was the wrong house.
So this nigga died for no reason.
Like always.
I got something for y'all. This is the book of Judah, chapter 16, verse 17. Woe to the nations that rise up against my kindred. The Lord Almighty will take vengeance of them in the day of judgment. So like the brother said, man, Jake out here catching hell, man. This is why that World War III is about to take place. This is why you're seeing what's taking place around the world, because of the vengeance of Yahweh Bashim al-Shah. Let me read it again. Judah 16 and 17. Woe to the nations that rise up against my kindred. The Lord Almighty will take vengeance in them in the day of judgment and put in fire and worms in their flesh, showing that the Lord is going to do what? He's going to nuke their ass, man.
That's right.
He said he's going to fire and worms, man, showing that the Lord's going to do what? That second death is going to take place when he shoot forth them missiles to burn these damn nations up, man, for the controversy of Zion, man.
And if you would, just let me band that, man. Get Zechariah 14 and 12, man.
Go home, bro. This is lesson.
Okay.
But like the brother say, man, if you're an Israelite and you're not hasting to get out of this place, man, if you're not hasting for the destruction of this place, you're in the wrong spirit, man.
That's right.
You're going to die right alongside these other heathens, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Jake was just, man. This is real quick. Proverbs 2 and 21. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it.
Right, so once the Lord cleanses this place, man, he brings that fire, that nuclear fire, and cleanses it, the righteous are going to get a chance to rule finally.
That's right. In fact, Adam said, somebody in Revelation 21.
Yep. Revelation 21 starting.
Because like you said, this land has to be cleansed before we can take the kingdom, man. You know. So what's going to happen is when America is new, all right. We're about to read. We're going to start on one and go down like
All right, come on. This is Revelation 21 and 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
And that new heaven and new earth is going, like I mentioned, about this place being burnt, and the new heaven, new earth, the new rulership, and the earth being renewed after it's cleansed with that fire, man. That's right. Okay, go ahead.
It says, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Yeah, the first heaven, the first earth being Esau's rulership here in Babylon the Great, man. That's right. This place is going to pass away, like it tells you in 2 Peter 3, man. Go ahead.
And there was no more sea. Verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
And that's speaking of the elect coming out those chariots with those new bodies, man.
That's right.
That's New Jerusalem, man. Us having the law, statutes, commandments put on inward part, we being made perfect, man. So we're gonna come out those ships, Lord willing, we'll be of the elect, and we're gonna establish the world in the correct way, man. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
Right, so the Israelites are going to be at one with the Most High like it was always meant to be, man. Right. This is why you're seeing now the purification of the Israelites happening, man. All right, the elect, it says the tabernacle of the Lord is with men. All right, the Lord has risen up men, all right, for all you damn alpha females or so-called alpha females, man. All right, prophetess. All right, the Lord is not dealing with y'all, he's dealing with men, all right? So he's putting the men in order so that the man can put the rest of the nation in order, man.
That's right.
And through that, all right, how that government is going to be established, man.
That's right. Verse 4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain.
And that's just going to show you that, hey, we're going to be in heaven, truly, because heaven and hell are mind states, man.
That's right.
They're conditions, man.
That's right.
All right. So as the brother Yawasop was saying earlier about, this place being hell, all right, it's going to become our heaven, and it's going to become Esau's hell, man.
That's right.
All right. So the Lord's going to wipe away the tears, so we ain't going to have nothing to cry about, nothing to complain about. We're going to finally be able to live the way the Lord created us to live, man.
That's right.
Okay. But none of that can happen until Babylon is destroyed first, man. So that's the whole point of what the brother's getting into, or why you should want this to happen, man. All right? Because until Babylon is taken out the way, until Esau is brought down, all right, that prophecy cannot take place, man.
Want me to finish it off?
That was the first one?
Okay.
Go back.
Proverbs 2 and 21. For the upright will dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, the transgressor shall be rooted out of it.
Right, that wicked seed is being rooted out, man. You can't just, like you cutting grass, man. You can't just cut the weeds off and expect them to be gone. They have to be completely uprooted, man. It has to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Real quick, I had a precept for you backing that up. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 3. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted. Just like the brother said, man. And them weeds represent the wicked. This time for them to be plucked up. And they get plucked up through the spirit. Because we know this is a what? This is a spiritual warfare before it gets physical, man. This is why they get cut when we bringing these scriptures out, man. Because we're condemning them right before their face, man. So the Lord is doing what? He's gradually plucking this man's system up, man.
Hey, a lot of historical scholars, all go into the same thing, man. They say, what happens at the end of a society, man? Hey, man, they start playing with gender roles, gender boundaries, and shit like that. Morality falls, man. What you once knew was right is now wrong, and what's wrong, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this happens every time, man. It happens in every society, man. So here it is. That should just go to be more further proof that we at the apex of this devil's downfall now. Hey, ain't nothing, it's all downhill for Esau, man. You know? But real quick, man, this is Isaiah 14 and 21. You know, just talking about, hey, how the Lord gonna uproot this man and all his wickedness, man. Hey, Isaiah 14:21, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, right, man? So, hey, the Lord said, prepare slaughter for his children, man. Hey, these children walking around, man. You know, hey, they the ones that slaughter's getting prepared for, man.
Could they get to reap the benefits of what their forefathers done? Just like we're reaping the benefits of the curses of our forefathers, which we know where our forefathers brought back. Hey, this is gonna be it's gonna be upon their head, just like it was upon ours, man.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities, right, man? And like the brother just said, man, hey, they get rooted out, man. So, hey, man, once they completely rooted out, ain't gonna be no more. We gonna, like I tell you, that Malachi 1 and 4. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rise. We're gonna build back better.
Nah, ain't none of that, man. Because he's trying to emulate the phoenix, like, you know, we're gonna rise from the ashes and begin anew. Nah, nigga, that's not happening, bro. Because the scriptures tell you that once you go down, bro, this is it. This is it for you.
I got. Let me finish out 22. For I will rise up against them. So, like, if I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant, the son, nephew, saith the Lord. Right, man. So your entire line gonna be rooted out at that time, man.
Bro.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no sons, nephews, ain't gonna be no soul survivors in that day, man. It's over with for y'all.
Real quick, just add to that point. Like you said, the Lord is allowing you Edomites to still pretty much reproduce because you're about to be firewood for the fire.
That's right.
Job 27:14.
That's right.
If his offspring be multiplied, it is for the sword. And if his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. So you Edomites are only here to die.
Yep. That's right.
You know? So really, you should be playing that Tupac and Biggie song for you. That's right. Because you're really living to die, man.
Yeah, because the real what is called eugenics is about to take. The Lord is about to eugenics y'all ass, man. He's setting y'all up because a lot, like the scriptures say, man. We know it's time of Jacob's trouble when the Lord's gonna put a lot of his people to death, but he really wants a lot of you Edomites here for the fuel for that fire, man. He's gonna burn y'all ass up, man.
Hey, I got read earlier that 1 Peter 4:17. The Lord, is he gonna judge his people in this harsh manner? How much more the people that he hates?
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
It's Amos 5 and 18. Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
Right. Woe unto you who desire the day of the Lord, man.
Cleansed.
Yo, the day of the Lord, man, is coming for destruction, man. If you are not a man of the Lord or are associated with the man of the Lord, then that day is destruction for you, man.
That's right.
Jumping back. For the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or into a house and laid his hand on the wall, the serpent bit him. So shall not that day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, that there is no brightness in it.
Right. There's no light for you people, man. Once the day of the Lord gets beginning, man, there's going to be no light out here. The light is going to be with the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's going to be inescapable judgment. There's spirits created for vengeance for a reason.
That's right.
Every one of these people has a spirit that's going to take them out if they're not a man of the Lord.
That's right. That's why it says that a serpent bit him, and a bear, all these different various accounts of the ways to get put to death, man. Yeah. The Lord is a man of war, man. He's nothing to be played with, man. Al-Ashaj, terrible demon-like power, man. So like the brother said, there's certain demons out here that's waiting on this thing to take place so they can have a field day out here with you people, man.
That's right. The Lord got angelic hitmen ready. They sitting there ready for that green light. They're going to get busy.
They love doing the bidding of the Lord,
That's
man.
right.
They love it, man. Just like we do. We're physical angels in the present right now. We're doing the bidding of the Lord as well, man.
That's right. This is Matthew 10 and 24. 34. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on the earth.
The Lord is not here for peace, man.
I come not to send peace, but a sword.
God, he's here to bring destruction. Yep. He's here to bring up his elect and to destroy everything else.
Yep.
Verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
So the Lord is bringing division, man. He's dividing these households up. He's putting that spirit on people to be against their family members. Yep. The men of the Lord have already, we already experienced that because we've been separated from our families, man.
That's
but the people of this world, families is gonna be eating each other, man.
Yeah, because you got right now, you got a lot of these people, family members, if you ain't take the jab, you can't come over. So the Lord, they don't know the Lord did that, man. He got it where you're divided against your family members. So when it's a famine of food, they gonna start putting each other to death. That's right. They gonna look at them like, man, I need that hot pocket. Bam, kill her ass. They gonna put it down, man. That's the spirit that's coming, man. That's the spirit of vengeance that the Lord is bringing to this place, man. Because the Lord is tired of America, man.
God. Verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
That's it. Hey, man, the Lord is bringing division to you people, man, in order to hasten that destruction. Like scriptures say, man, a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand.
That's right.
It's Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right. Sit down in this confusion, man. The daughter of Babylon, Babylon the Great, man. This place is going down, and it's happening hastily, man.
Verse 2. Take the millstone, grind the mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the river. Verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right, the Lord, he came as a man the first time, man. And you see what happened. He had to give his life for these damn wicked-ass niggas, man. So now, the Lord is coming as a devouring spirit, man. He's not going to meet you as a man. He's going to destroy you without hand. Actually, get that Daniel 18.
This is Daniel 8 and 25. It says, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
All right, so these Edomites have caused craft to prosper, man. All the wickedness in this earth was established by Esau Edom.
God. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
Right. They came as a lamb, but spoke as a lion, eh?
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes. He shall be broken without hand.
Right. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to destroy this nation without hand, man. He's going to bring these UFOs in He's going to be laser beaming people to death, man. If you say War of the Worlds, you know, it's going to be bodies falling out the sky, man, from all the death and destruction that Yahweh Shemel Shai is bringing.
That's right.
This is the book of Zechariah. It's the book of Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, behold, a flying robe, showing that the so-called UFOs is in the Bible. And Esau, Edom, the elite society, they know that. That's the chariots of Israel. He said, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe, and the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. And speaking about the measurements. Then he said unto me, this is the curse that go forth over the face of the whole earth. So the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel, are a curse to these damn heathen, man. Especially these so-called white people, the Edomites. Right. They know that's the end of their society when them angels pull up, man. They know they're finished, man. And it says, for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. So who been stealing, rape, robbing, and murdering, man? Come on, let's do process of elimination. Who been doing that, man? The so-called white man, the Edomites. So when the so-called UFOs, which are the so-called chariots of Israel, swing low, sweet chariot, when they pull up, they'll put you goddamn Edomites to death, man. That's right. Thus said the Bible. So the so-called UFOs or the chariots are in the Bible, man. And they're not for you so-called white people. They're for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's our salvation, man. And none else. Thus says the scriptures.
That's right. I got this is Psalms 137 and 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art thou to be destroyed? Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. And that's going to be Yahweh Shai, man. He's going to come and bring straight destruction, man. Bring blood upon this land. Hey, and that's going to cleanse this land. And that's going to he's going to come and deliver his people and destroy the rest of the 2/3, man. Because y'all ain't going to receive it. Y'all ain't going to receive it on this side. Y'all going to receive it in the next life. We got in the kingdom.
And that's a mercy kill, man. Huh. You look at the mind state of the Negro, they're supposed to be the head tribe of the nation of Israel. He's done, man. The so-called white man Ben had his foot up his ass, and he's complied to everything, man. He's supposed to be the leader of our nation, man. And now look down to the whole tribes, they're finished, man. So the Lord putting their ass to death, that's a mercy kill. That's good. That's a good thing, especially in our eyes. We see that you're gonna come back. You're in a righteous mind state, just like the brother said last night. Kobe's good. All these so-called entertainers and your family members that got put to death, they're good now. Good. So what more so the rest of the tribes? The Lord must put them to death, man. And that's righteous, man.
Real quick, Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then the righteous man shall stand in great boldness before the face of them that afflicted him. Now what we doing right now, man? And we calling out our enemy, man.
Straight up.
The main man that's on the streets killing us every day, man.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Killing our people, man. You know? We calling him out, man. Standing in great boldness because why, man? We got Yahweh Shai on our back, got our back, man.
That's right.
Before the face of them that afflicted him, it made no account of his labors, right, man? Because you let Speakeasy E tell it, man. Hey, man, America was built on grit, hard work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Slavery wasn't, it was a part of America. It wasn't that big.
They try to say we're indentured servants. We voluntarily came over here and got our ass whooped for purpose, for free, you know, for the betterment of the country. Nigga, that's not how it happened.
Because we were so miserable in Africa.
Right.
No, we know we're not African.
Right.
At the same time, that's the narrative we're trying to put.
Yeah, they said they had to rescue us. Right? We were swinging freeze like Tarzan, running around naked and shit. So they had to come so-called colonial.
But when you read the book of Job, 30th chapter, everything that Esau been lying on us, that was him, the caveman. We had to teach his ass how to clean himself, how to stop shitting in the water, all these various things. We taught these so-called white people how to conduct themselves. But they try to use our book against us like they're some type of righteous and people of authority. When you read, these are children of fools, man. Lord ain't dealing with them, man.
Yeah, what they do when they came over to America, started calling us savages. Yep. You know, they portrayed this image of everybody here that was in America as cavemen, pretty much.
Pretty much. How this guy would justify, you know what I'm saying, pretty much killing, raping, and stealing this shit. Now, there wasn't no paperwork on it, so, ain't no paperwork on this land, so it ain't going through us, so, hey, we can take it. Pretty much, that's how this devil pretty much got down.
The U.S. government who is the ones who own this land. You know, that's in that show Hell on Wheels, man. It's a clip. You know, when he was talking to the Gadite, he was like, "Well, we'll give you this piece of land." He was like, "Yo, who told you this was your land? This is the U.S. government. Did they buy it? Did they inherit it? No, y'all stole it. You know." But you, Jakes, you got to the point now to where, like Thomas Martin was saying, man, you gotta die now, because you will not be, you know, put back in the right mind frame until we are in the kingdom and you got your right mind, you know, established again, man.
Right, man, because in the kingdom, hey, you know how these niggas all they see is like hatred, crime, and death on this side. In the kingdom, all you 2/3 gonna see is righteousness. So you ain't gonna, you know, Jake don't want to be no outlier. So hey, he gonna fall right in line, man. Then the Lord's Spirit gonna be on it.
And then on top of that, for all you that want to love Esau so bad, the Lord's gonna put that spirit on you to mess these devils up, man. Because you're gonna have the knowledge of your past life and saw how hard you was cooning, man. And that's what's gonna make you have that hatred and lift you guys more, man. Really, 2/3, hey, especially you moles, man. Y'all gonna be fucking Esau up, man, because y'all gonna know that, hey, y'all actually fell for his lies, man. You know, and y'all still believe even when you were told, you know, to repent, man.
Keep going. This is Psalm 5 and 2. And when they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, right, man? Because hey, our salvation gonna come with the chariots, like the brother was saying earlier, man. So when the chariots pull up on the scene and they black out the skies, hey man, everybody here gonna be seen with a terrible fear, man. That's right. From the heathen to the 2/3 that mock and say, hey, now we want to be hand in hand. This is our master, man. You know. and to be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all they look for, right, man? Hey, man, they're going to be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation, man, when they see the chariots come down, hey, man, they beaming something up, zapping something, melting something, you know? And then they repenting, groaning of anguish of spirit, will say within themselves, this was he whom we sometimes had in derision, and in proverb, and in reproach. Right, man. Hey, they gonna like, damn, it was really the people, man. It was the ones that the Lord really told us about, the chosen people, man. That was that line. We fools account his life madness for his end without honor. Well, how is he numbered among the children of God and his lot among the saints? Right, man. That's exactly how these people gonna look at us, man. Man, these are just some lowly niggas on the street, man. Long ass bad cloths on and shit, man. You know? How are them niggas the ones that the Lord chose?
Even in cases where, you know, men of the Lord might have to give their lives for the testimony of how about Shemel Shai, man. They're gonna see that. They're not gonna see that we know that we're gonna receive a reward in the kingdom for putting our lives out there, man.
Going back to what your brother was saying about the nigga mindset, man. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 5. It says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are of the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be, man. When you just take a look around you, man, you just see Jake, man. Jake is completely destroyed, bro. And whatever the oppressor tell them to do, they do it. Hey, let's get a job. We with it. Hey, you can be a man can be a woman can be a man. Hey, we with it. Hey, man. Hey, Proverbs 3 and 31, man, it's in full effect. The opposite, man. Yep. Niggas to this day are still envying that. Yo, bro, how do you envy your oppressor? This man has raped, robbed, murdered you, and killed you to this day. And whatever he say, you do it, man. Jake gotta go, bro. Straight up, man. Yep. I damn near hate a coon more than I hate Esau, bro. I think I hate a coon more than I hate Esau, man.
Because he's
straight up.
Shit, man. Yeah, because these niggas is really for the help for the affliction, man. That's why. That's how they hold. And they're right. This is why niggas gotta go, man. Example. Niggas is done, man. Niggas, man. Word nigga mean what? Black. Black is what? Order of light. Yeah. So these niggas gotta go, man. They gonna see the light when they ass get goddamn put to death, man.
Straight up.
You got anything else, bro? Hey, close it out, bro.
Hey, so we pray this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power behind Bashem Yahushai. We're going to close by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh.
Bashem Yahushai. Bashem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba. Hey, DTA soon, man.